Hey guys, what's up? It's Mr. Beach coming at you from my favorite side of the beach. That is the west side of Panama City Beach. And the reason why we're coming at you from the west side today is, well, this is where all the deals are at, man. If you're looking to make money in real estate, this is where you want to be. And today I have an incredible private investor that's going to share with us a lot of secrets, including land acquisition, sharing his performas, and one of the awesome houses that he's building over here on the west side. The west side of Panama City Beach, they call it the quiet side. And it is quiet over here. A lot of these houses over here are older homes. You'll see a lot of trailers out here, a lot of very undeveloped land, all sorts of things you can get your hands on for dirt cheap. And the key here, folks, is we are a 5-minute drive right now from some of the highest priced property in all of the Southeast. We're talking Rosemary Beach. Rosemary Beach is absolutely beautiful, and it's just a hop, skip, and jump away from here. 30A can't grow any further. All the action is coming here. We're gonna have a talk with Jon Hodge. And after that talk with Jon Hodge, I'm going to share with you some of the awesome secrets that I've got to go ahead and getting this property off market. And also I'll share with you a property that I see on the market right now that I think has a lot of potential. So if you're looking for a place to invest and you're looking for the best deals in all of America, you're going to want to follow me on this episode of Living on the Emerald Coast. So let's go. All right, guys, Mr. Beach here, hanging out with a good friend of mine, good old friend of mine, Jon Hodge. Some call him the Bank Whisperer.
I've been called that before.
Actually, he's a really, really smart guy in the short-term rental space, and he's also a huge investor here on the west side of Panama City Beach. You've heard me talk about how incredible I think this area is, and its potential for growth is astronomical. We're here with Jon today, so we're sitting on this plot of land you have here. What are the plans for this?
Yep. So we're sitting here at 206 and 210 Chelsea Avenue. And this is in the west end of Panama City Beach, which, you know, we deemed Panama City Beach being the tertiary market for the panhandle here. That's where we like to be. That's where we do great value adds. That's where we have great returns. And even still, the west end is almost a tertiary part of the greater Panama City Beach area. And one of the things we noticed around here is that we had a lot of value adds still to have here. We had new construction that was that's happening in segmented spots, and we found this plot of land here that was essentially a guy was in a hurry to unload, and so he needed cash quick. I ran the numbers, looked at everything, and we got quite a deal on it.
Okay, awesome. So why did you guys choose West Panama City Beach? Is there a reason in particular that you guys thought that this might be an area of interest for you?
Well, one of the things that we always wanted to focus in on is how close can we get to the water. That is the name of the game here, which is you know, going to be your primary traffic driver. So we're about 1.5 blocks off of the water. Which allows us to not be hit hard on the insurance side of things. There's plenty of beach accesses all up and down here, so that's one of the big factors that we looked at. You know, we looked at the surrounding areas of, you know, do we have some nicer homes that are coming up that can support the comps that we need? Already having some older properties that we can still stay in a reasonable price point in order to buy land here.
So what did you exactly start doing your first performas on this, and how does that work?
Sure. So anytime we're running here, we first identify, and we've got to be searching constantly for land or houses valued low enough to where we could go in there, demolish them, get the land right, and then build up. So one of the first folks that we call are, you know, realtors and brokers that are feet on the ground, that know where they're going to be, what's coming up. So we started first with our realtor team. They come in, seeing this, they're beating the path every day, and that's what they try to find for us. The second thing is that once we kind of identify the land, then we will start to kind of reverse engineer what our house sizes are and what our return rates could be. So we use websites like STR Insights, AirDNA to kind of start getting the framework built around what our pro formas are going to put out on the end. Then we're going to take some of our previous builds and what our general build price is that we believe for the area, and we kind of back into our numbers of saying, hey, what house size do we need to build and what can we build on this land to make it make sense?
So for this particular house that you're putting out here, I've seen the specs of what you're going to be putting out here. Really cool 30A vibe looking house. How do you think this will do out here in the west side?
Yeah, I think that you know, the unique thing about the west side here is that we've got two exit strategies. I'd say that exit strategies are probably the biggest key point that new investors may miss, or older investors have to figure out that they're going to do. And we can either rent this out and be able to get a return, or we can sell this to an owner occupant, or we have the third option, which would be the partial owner and partial renter.
Oh, wow. So how does that work?
So where we would target here is we would do high enough finishes, like you said earlier, that 30A look with the build process that would lend itself to being a great rental. So we are going to be thinking about our bedroom sizes being a little bit larger, making sure that somebody could either live there or that they could just rent it out whenever they're not staying here. So it gives us kind of a multi-threat exit that we can really capitalize on in the homeowner market, and things that are going to be owner occupant. They will be paying a bit higher price per square foot just in general. The rentals are just kind of driven around the numbers. But if you can find that sweet spot where you really captivate that new purchaser that says, I want to bring my family here, and oh, by the way, we can also make money with this, that's really where they'll pay the most price per square foot, and that's where we hope to land.
No, you know, it's funny you say that, because a lot of people that we're working with right now currently in the same situation. They want a second home, but they want the flexibility to rent it when they can. And the goal here is not to really be cash positive, but to be cash neutral. Just kind of park yourself in a good area that you know is going to go up over time. And what are your thoughts on the west side of Panama City Beach? Do you think this area is going to increase in value over the next few years?
Yeah, I see this as probably the most stable in the area. We've looked all up and down. We have stuff on the east end, and that has a different strategy that kind of goes along with it. We really like the west end here for its stability. It's kind of the slough off from what 30A, Inlet Beach, Caroline's going to have.
Well, I mean, there's no place for them to grow. Like, I mean, they have to, if they're going to grow this way, if they're going to grow anyway, they have to grow this way. That's because on the other side of 30A there, you have Destin, and Destin gets higher price per square foot. You cross Lake Powell over here, you're in west side of Panama City Beach, and everything is much cheaper over here. Yep. So definitely an area where we're already starting to see a lot of these older houses here. And you're starting to see a lot of guys like Jon that are coming in here, seeing the opportunity and making these brand new, beautiful, huge beach units. Just real quick, I want to talk about this too. So this is an older established neighborhood here. I did have a guy come by on the golf cart, and he's like, hey, what are you guys doing out here? And I said, well, I'm not doing anything, but I have a friend that's actually developing this land right now. At first I was kind of worried that he was going to be like, oh, what are you guys doing, you know? But he was actually really happy because you guys are pricing up the value of the land here. Do you guys get any resistance from folks in that area when you guys are doing new builds like this?
You know, for the most part, no. And in most areas, everybody knows that, you know, the rising tide raises all boats. So especially with a friendly area like the West End here, even though this has traditionally been a little bit, I think they call it like the sleepy area, right?
This is a sleepy area. Yeah. So if you have a golf cart, you're good.
You're good.
Golf cart and roof over your head, you're fine over here.
Exactly. But you know, when we got here, this was undeveloped land. It was overgrown, and they want to see development happen, right? They want to see it happen in the right way. You know, we put out there, you know, for public inquiry about what we are building and what's it going to look like and how's it going to affect the neighborhood. You know, making friends, as you kind of see, can really go a long way. You know, we have always taken the approach of, you know, making sure that we are respectful of the land around us and with the houses and neighbors and everything else. You know, we're going to build something that people are going to want. It is going to take some time. We are on day about 100 onto this on a land here.
Okay.
And
what is the scheduled completion date on this? What are you thinking?
So we're between a 6 and 7 month from the day that we get our permit issued in order to build this. So that's moving pretty good for a build down here. But it also took us 100 days to get here. And people think like, well, man, how did it take you 100 days to get here? Well, when you have engineering that has to take place in this order, when you've got sewer that you've got to get brought up, we had to bring gas over here. We had wetlands to deal with on both of these lots here. We had to get engineering on truss systems that we're having to get built out. All those things take time, and if you're not on top of having all those things kind of in order, then you know you're going to be losing some days. So the constant constant thing to see and ask here. It's to constantly be in touch with your builder and saying, hey, what is the next steps that you need from me? When I'm coming to the builder and I'm saying, what can I do to help this process out? It comes out in a less threatening way. It's not saying, hey, I need this done, I need this done. It's saying, what can I do to help your process out? And I think that makes a great relationship between a builder and a developer.
That's awesome, man. Well, I can't wait to see what you build here. We're gonna check back in with him. This is gonna be our first installment. This is gonna be the very early stages, and we're gonna kind of roll with him, and you'll get to know Jon Hodge a little bit better. He's a very smart guy, knows a lot about building and a lot about this new construction and this new area of opportunity here that a lot of investors are very interested in.
What I'm hopefully gonna be able to outline for everybody watching is going to be just some basic steps of saying, hey, this is what approximately the process is. Anybody can do this business, but you need partners essentially alongside to help in the process and to see it through.
All right, guys, we're back in the studio and we're here today to get inside the map and show you a little bit about what's going on in real time as we're here on the west side of Panama City Beach. Now, the reason why we're so successful in bird dogging some of this property is because we constantly are reaching out to owners that live here in West Panama City Beach through our different marketing campaigns, via mail, via email, social media. We try and find these properties for you. Let's go ahead and jump into the actual Zillow listings here, and we can kind of take a look for what's for sale right now currently in the West Panama City Beach area. And as you can see, we have a litany of property that's available right now. Guys, this is a great opportunity because I want you to look at the property prices here, okay? We're all talking 4, 5, 6. Of course, you get over here into Carolina Beach, it gets a little more expensive. But come over here to Inlet Beach and look at these home prices over here. We're talking a dramatic increase, you know, as soon as you cross that bridge right there on 98 into West Panama City Beach. Guys, this is why I'm so passionate about what I'm doing, because I know the opportunity lies right here, right now. This is why we're focusing in on this. This is why we decided to talk to Jon today. Let's kind of just look at some properties here. We'll zoom in just a little bit, and we'll kind of look at some of the things that are available here. You see a property for $155. This will be a lot that's for sale right now. Just went under $19,000 price cut. So they're looking to move this property. Look how close we are to the beach here, right? And not only that, it's also close to Lake Powell, which Powell Lake is an awesome place over here, guys. Look at some of the units next to it. You know, you'll see trailers that are next to a lot of these units, and that's okay because the trailers are eventually going to go away, guys. And when the trailers go away, because the city is making them go away, you cannot build another trailer where a trailer existed. So there are some of these units. Let's go ahead and go further down the road here and look at some of the other property that's available right now. You go further down the road here and you could see some real diamonds in the rough down here. Let's check this one out, okay? This one right here. This is Zone 2 property right now, okay? So it's a huge lot, first of all, but it's Zone 2. So basically, you can build multi-family units on this parcel of land. I'm not interested in the trailer that's sitting there right now. That's not what we're interested in. We're interested in what this land can eventually become. And listen, it's a very wide lot. You have a lot of room that you could put 2 buildings up right here, right? And you know, it's golf cart community friendly. Let's take a look at the map of where exactly it's at now, okay? So we're right here. Look, guys, this is just a short drive to the beach on a golf cart right here. You're right here on the west side, the quiet side of Panama City Beach. Very cool property there. Also looking up here, we have one on 16th Street. Guys, this lot right here is absolutely huge. Now, you're not going to be looking to get an immediate cash investment on this. Guys, real estate is a long-term hold, okay? This particular property is over a ½ acre. Now, what you could do, now it's cute on the inside. You could make this a short-term rentable property for the future. You know, keep it there as a short-term rental. I believe it's got a pool in the back here. For the next 5 years, kind of let it pay for itself for a little bit. But guess what? In 5 years, when all this land around it starts growing, all of a sudden you have a double lot here that you can do all sorts of stuff with, guys. No HOA. Let's take a look inside the map and see how big this actual property is here compared to some of those other ones that we'll find on the other side of 98. Now, of course, The other side of 98 is where you want to be. But look at the size of this lot right here. So this is this building right here that's currently going for $490,000. And look how much space we have here, right? Okay, go to the city, get that zone to where you can put 2 properties up there, you're automatically making some money. All of this stuff back here in Blue Sage, this is Whisper Dunes back here. And for this property right here, you're currently looking at $500,000 per property, okay? This one's going for $500,000 alone right now, guys. The value of the land that it sits on is better than anything. And I want to back this out just a little bit because I want to show you down 16th Street. So you'll have to cross 98 with the golf cart, which is okay. You can do that. You can cross, you can't drive on 98. Right here is where they're going to be putting a new 30A coffee shop. We have already sold 2 units on this stretch of road. We sold this one right here and that one right there, okay? So we sold 2 pieces of property already on this unit. You have beach access all down here. 82 is a wonderful beach access. 84 is absolutely huge. It's our favorite beach right in here. That's 84. Lots of places to park over there. And guess what, guys? Even in the 4th of July, you can still find places to park down here. You don't have to pay for parking. It's absolutely beautiful. Let's just kind of peruse the map a little bit more, and we'll kind of look over here and kind of see what we have going, you know, with different properties. Maybe you want to look at some pre-existing property that's already sitting there. As John said, the key here is to find something close to the beach. The closer you are to the beach, the better. This one was just cut by $15,000, $460,000 house. Guys, look how close that is to the beach right there. That's absolutely insane. Now it's got wooden stilts on this, guys. This is gonna be very hard to insure. So basically, I mean, your best bet with this is maybe to self-insure this for a couple years. It's only $460,000. Don't put too much money into it. Let it sit there on the short-term rental market for a little bit, and let the land around you just start to appreciate, guys. There's no place else for 30A to go. As 30A expands, this area, all this land is gonna become much more valuable. So yeah, it doesn't look the best right now, but hey, it's good enough that you can probably pay your mortgage at $460,000 for a 4-bedroom, 3-bath for the summer. Do you care if it gets ruined? Not really, because the goal here is going to be to go ahead and tear this building down at some point, right? This is the opportunity that I'm talking about. Look how close that is to the beach, guys. I mean, literally, you're 1 block away from the beach. This is the opportunity that the West Side affords a lot of folks that you can't find other places. Another example, let's look over here. Now, this is a really cool area, and I'm really hot on the Lake Powell Estate area. We're starting to see a lot more. All of this stuff back here is now short-term rentable property. You've had a lot of people come in here and flip these, just like this. Okay, so they went in there, they bought one of those old lots, or they bought something with a mobile home on it. And look what they're doing to these guys. Okay, they went and bought the lot for $150,000. They turned it into a nice Airbnb property. They're now wanting $675,000 for this property. And guess what? It's gonna sell, because I guarantee you the rental numbers are good on this, because everybody wants to rent close to 30A, but they don't want to pay the 30A prices. In fact, it's funny, I've seen folks over here, overheard conversations at different restaurants here where they're like, oh, well, we're staying close to 30A. You always hear that, and when you hear that they're staying close to 30A, it really means they're staying over here in West Panama City Beach, or even further down Panama City Beach where it's a little bit cheaper, but they can still go over here and flex, all right? Just part of our culture, it is what it is. Take a look at some land lot here. This is $165,000 for a vacant lot. Back here, you can see all of the new Airbnbs they have going on right back there, right? Over here on this street, we have one listed right now on Dolphin. It's actually a trailer that's right over here. Lots of these open lots over here, guys. As this becomes more popular, you're gonna see a lot of these older houses demolished, and you know, you're gonna see in its place much more of these 3-story, 2-story little mega mansions that we saw with John that pop up. Look how convenient this is. You got Lake Powell Park right here with the boat access, all right? and you got the Publix supermarket right here. And Rosemary Beach, look, you can even see it from here. Guys, the highest price per square foot in all of Florida is at Rosemary Beach, and you are able to get a 5,662 square foot lot for $165,000. Guys, I'm telling you, this is an opportunity. And if you like this opportunity, if you think that this is something that might fit you, hey, we would love to help you. We have a whole list of investors we work with. We have builders we work with. We have buyers that are looking to get out of their houses and a lot of times quickly. And if they're looking for a quick cash deal, hey, we would love to have you on our list of folks to call. But the only way we know how to do that is if you contact us. So please do so. My name is Jon at MrBeachTeam.com, or you can reach me at 850-943-7777. It really is our honor to do this. It is my passion, this West Side, and I feel like everybody who comes with me is going to get rich. So let's make the West Side great again, and drop me a line. Let's get you some property down here. Let's get things started. Let's get a builder underneath you, and let's start making some money together. Hey, if you like this video, we'd appreciate the like, and we'd like to subscribe. Go ahead and hit this up right here. This will tell you more about West Panama City Beach and why I'm so hot on it.